Thanks for joining me. This is Danny, and welcome back to my RealTech series, episode number 11, and the second episode in which we are playing MineColonies. We are going to be continuing with MineColonies today and focusing on getting some more self-sufficiency in the colony. One of the first things I want to do is increase our population a little bit. We're going to be adding some colonists by building more houses. However, once we build one more house, that will bring our population up to 5. Once the population reaches 5, we become vulnerable to attacks by Barbarians. And Barbarians are basically NPCs, just like our colonists, except they are enemies. They are mean and nasty, and they will come and try to kill our colonists. And they're actually kind of sophisticated. They can place ladders to go over walls. They can also break blocks to go through walls. So it's a little difficult to protect ourselves from them. However, we do have ways. So before we build that house, we are going to build a barracks, probably up on that hill to the left, right there. And that will allow us to hire some soldiers to protect the colony. And then once we do that, then we can start adding some other citizens, and they'll have a little bit of safety. So there's 2 things that I want to do to add to self-sufficiency. One of them is I want to add a baker, which is going to make food for our colonists and allow them to feed themselves. And then I want to add a courier, or basically a delivery person, and a big warehouse, which is going to basically run around and fetch things and pick up things and move items around for our colonists so that we don't have to anymore, and that all the stuff that they produce will all be in one place for us. So let's get started with the barracks. This is our most expensive building yet because it requires a block of iron. There is also a barracks tower. However, you cannot craft this. That will automatically appear when we build the barracks and when we upgrade the barracks. We will get multiple towers based on the level of the barracks. But for starters, our first level barracks is only going to have a single tower. Well, I decided to make things slightly difficult for myself. I'm putting it up on this hill, which means I'm going to have to make some pathways to get up here and stuff. And we're going to have to do quite a bit of terraforming to get it to fit in there. And it's pretty big. I think it was like 20 by 20 or 21 by 21 or something like that. There really isn't any particular advantage to having it up on a hill necessarily, but it just looks cool. And it's large, and it kind of gets it out of the way because I have other plans for this area down here. It's the same on all 4 sides, so there's an entrance on each side. What we're looking at now is the tier 5. So we're going to look at the tier 1. So this is what we're building right now. Let's do this. Check. So it takes it out of our inventory and it places it over here. And now I'm going to go here and tell our builder, hey, you can build this now. He's going to need a bunch of stuff. So now we're going to head over to the builder hut and give him the stuff that he needs. And we can kind of see where this is all marked off. So we're going to have to level all this terrain and then kind of make it pretty out here, because obviously we're not going to want just a big drop off there. Whew, look at him go, placing blocks on himself. Nice. This build required a lot of stuff, man. I've been running around getting all kinds of things, especially since he needed a lot of dirt. He actually was able to fill that whole area in with dirt up there. He did all the terraforming for me, so that worked out nicely. All right, while Logan's busy doing that, I am going to set up one more citizen hut. I'm going to do the regular wooden this time, so we have 2 alternate wooden and regular wooden. And then I want to line it up with this one. Oh. What do you want? Oh wow, 1 hit. Alright, let's look at the tier 5. Okay, so we already know what that looks like. There. That should be good. Oh, wow, he's done already. Holy crap. Okay. So this is what he's building now. I'm going to check this. Check. Okay. However, I'm not going to have him build that yet because there's one thing that we need him to do at the barracks before we build a house. So when you first set up the barracks, it automatically puts up a space for one tower. Here it is. And then as we upgrade it, it's going to add towers to all 4 of the corners. Oh, that's funny. But before we can hire a soldier, we do need to... See, we can't hire a worker yet. We do need to build this. So this is what we're going to need for the barracks. So this is basically a house for a soldier, more or less. And then here, all we can do is upgrade and repair. So if we upgrade this, it'll add another tower and then more stuff to the building. There are a lot of freaking torches here that I need to take care of. Okay, so now that I've got that job queued up, I'm going to come over here and queue this one up next. Build building. Okay. Logan's done with Barracks Tower 1, and he started building the citizen house. So as soon as we have another citizen, we'll be able to hire him to be our soldier. I hope that he has good stats for it. The happier your colonists are, the better stats you'll get. So like the more... A new settler arrived at your county. Oh, and he brings his word the barbarian spies have found the growing village. You might want to build a guard tower, which we already did. See, we were totally planning ahead. So because we built a guard tower, we built another home for a colonist. So that's why we got another guy. So we can hire, let's see, how are we doing here? Strength 4 and, oh, ooh, look at him. He has a lot of endurance and dexterity. Interesting. Or her, it's Isabel C. Cook. So she's going to be our soldier. And then we can go in here and we can say assign job automatically, or we can assign her to a ranger or a knight. A ranger is has a ranged weapon, so she would have a bow. And then the knight has melee weapons. Patrol target, we're probably going to want to set the patrol target. So if we try to retrieve on low health automatically. Okay. So if we say manually set guarding target, we get this guard scepter. So you set it to manual to find patrol target, and then you say set guarding target, and then you get this guard scepter. Now the guard scepter, actually, I think it tells us, right click on a block to set it as a guard spot. So we could say we want, no, let's just set one here. So we right click here and the guard scepter goes away and it sets this spot as the spot where she is going to guard. However, we're probably going to want to do a patrol. Ooh, check this out. Her clothes change. Knight, ranger. So if I say manually, what happens? Oh, it set her to, okay. Yeah, I want her to be a ranger. Sword? No, she's not in need of a sword. She's a ranger. So we're going to click patrol, not guard, because we want her to patrol the area. Set patrol position. Now we get the guard scepter, and we can set multiple positions. So we click here, we get one patrol spot. And then I'm going to set up another spot closer to the colony. However, we have a very limited range with the tier 1 barracks. So like this is probably going to be too far here. Yeah, too far from guard tower. Please upgrade your guard tower, which of course we will eventually. But for now, I'm just going to get the closest one we can get. Oh boy, this is a really limited range. So I guess that's the one problem with having the guard tower or the barracks way up there. There we go. So now she'll just go back and forth between those two. If we check her request, we'll see that she's asking for a sword, probably because she was a knight, but if we cancel that, she should end up asking for a bow. She's a level 0. She's going to have a hard time hurting anything, but because her stats are so good, she's going to level up pretty quickly. Everything's good. Now she has a request for a bow. Okay, yay. All right, I'm going to go get her a bow. Okay, fulfill. Yay, she has a note. She has a bow now. I'm guessing she's going to ask for arrows soon. So I'll just throw them in here. I also have another dead bow there, so whatever. She can... Maybe she doesn't care about arrows. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure. So now she's just going to go back and forth between those 2 points. So that's going to be her patrol. And hopefully she'll keep the village safe. Speaking of protecting the village, something that you might want to know is that if someone dies, if one of the citizens die, the rest of the citizens will mourn, except for the guards. So what happens when they mourn is they all go into the town hall for a day. So they'll go, like, if someone dies today, tomorrow they're going to spend the entire day in town hall. So we'll lose a day of production. So you do need to be careful about losing your citizens. You don't want them to die. Having the barracks and having a guard on duty does increase happiness as the village gets bigger. Oh, wow, we're at 9.4. That's good. As the colony gets bigger, they will expect to have a guard. So sooner or later, they would have started complaining, and their happiness would have gone down had we not given them a guard. So now we need to come over and help Logan out, because I think he probably needs some more stuff. Our guard is requesting some armor, and she can wear just about any armor. So I did make a set of iron armor for her, although it doesn't show on her. Looks like she's wearing Tinker's Construct. She is! She took my armor! She took my armor instead of the iron armor. Hey, give me that back. I was wondering why I felt so slow. Okay, yeah, we don't want her to have that. We want her to have this. That's funny that it would actually take it from my armor slots rather than from my inventory. Grr. What? I had a death. Our first death in the colony. Vera, our trusty lumberjack, has drowned. And we have a new citizen. I don't know how that happened, and I'm kind of annoyed because she was... Did she get stuck in here or something? Actually, it tells us the coordinates, doesn't it? 1004, 68, 914. Oh, she drowned of stupid pollution inside the house. No! Oh, darn it, there must be a torch in there somewhere. Oh, boy. Okay. She's not the best job, or the best person for the job. Or he, Nathaniel D. Jer. His endurance and dexterity are very high, but his strength and charisma are low. Almost. Oh, whatever, let's just hire him for now, just so that we can get a lumberjack going. And I guess I'll give him all what she had. Ooh, look at this. Only one barbarian. Okay, so we got raided last night. It says only one barbarian left. You defended your colony. Of course, I didn't do anything. I was in my house. So our warrior actually killed the barbarian. I don't know where the other one is. So they're mourning. Yeah, they're just hanging out by the town hall now. Oh, actually, I thought they were all going to go by town hall. But they're just wandering around aimlessly today. Warning their dead friend. So sad. Yeah, so I thought they were all going to go to town hall. I thought that's what it said, but oh, they are. They're just kind of slowly making their way over there. Sadly and slowly. Except the guard. The guard will stay on duty. Only one barbarian's left. Oh, okay, so there was one barbarian. She must have killed it. Wow. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they drop anything. I wonder if she sustained any damage. Oh, she has full hearts now. They do recover hearts, though, just like players do. Oh, look at them. They look so sad. It's funny because they go inside for a little while, and they all mourn in here. Hey, where'd he go? I saw him come in here. Maybe it was her. Oh, they're actually upstairs. They're just kind of milling around. Doing whatever. Walking slowly. Go outside for a while, get some fresh air. I'm so sorry. Yay, we have another colonist. And we got a message. A growing settlement means a growing responsibility. You should consider placing a restaurant to keep your settlers well fed. I'm not going to place a restaurant right now, but I do plan on placing a bakery. The way the restaurant works is there's a chef in the restaurant that makes various types of food, and he will ask for various items. The citizens will go to the restaurant if they are completely out of food, and their hunger points are completely empty. That's the only time they'll go to the restaurant. Now, if we make a bakery and we have a courier, the courier will bring them all bread, or at least make sure that they have some bread. Now, a lot of our guys already have food. Our lumberjack has a supply of apples, so he will never need food from us because he always has apples. And our fisherman has fish, so he should never really need food from us either. But some of our citizens will require food, so that is one of the reasons I'm making this bakery, because then we'll just always have bread available, and all the baker requires is wheat. So this is what the tier 5 bakery is going to look like. The wooden one. Cauldron. Oh, a bunch of furnaces. Okay. A little thing out there. This tier 1 isn't quite as impressive. It's just that. But as soon as we upgrade it to tier 2, it already starts to look really nice. Level 2 is that. Okay, I think this is the right spot. Ta-da! Okay. So I'm gonna have our builder build this. Oh wow, that was fast. I just gave him the materials. I didn't even make it back to my house, and he's already done. I guess that was an easy build. Hello, Clemens. Welcome to the village. You have lots of charisma and strength. Ooh, you would make a good lumberjack. I wonder what the baker needs. Hey, Logan. You hungry? You waiting for the baker? The baker needs dexterity and intelligence. I wonder how our lumberjack is. We have a new lumberjack. We lost our lumberjack. The lumberjack is, let's see. He does have a lot of strength, but no charisma. You know what? I'm going to, since he is a level 1 already, though. Ah, whatever.
I'll take care of you.
Yes, you will. Don't worry. I have a job for you. 5, 6, okay. Yes, she's the new lumberjack. And you... I'll just take all your inventory. And she's going to need an axe. Yes. Probably a wooden one. And I'll give you some saplings too right away, because you'll need those. Oh, I can't run because it's summer. So he is going to be our new baker. I think that will fit him much better. Yes, dexterity and intelligence. Oh, look at that. Yes, he is a much better baker probably than lumberjack. So we have 4 different recipes that we can have him make. We have bread, pumpkin pie, cake, and cookies. So we're going to do bread because that's all we have stuff for. Okay. So we could have him do more than one. But we said bread. So now he should be requesting wheat. Okay. Fulfill. All right. I'll just throw a bunch of wheat in here. He takes it. Okay. Another thing we can do with our building tool is make like pathways and roads and things like that. So we don't need a little box for that, or we don't need a block for that. Like all the other buildings, we require these little blocks in our inventory. But there's a bunch of things that we can make or have the builder build without even having that kind of stuff. So let's take a look at some things. We've got a couple parks, fancy park and a simple park. And then we have various different types of paths. So there's Taiga Decoration. Oh, this is a field. Okay, so we can actually have... Actually, I'm going to raise this up just so we can see what it is. We can have him build a field for us, like a thing that goes around our field. There's a basic and a fancy. Oh, and this one is a little bit smaller. And remember we talked last time about the fact that when the field is encased or enclosed in something like this, that the farmer, if we put the field in the middle here, will only do the middle part. Like it won't plant anything outside of that ring. Marketplace, this is actually something that's going to be coming in the future where we'll be allowed to, like they'll build this now, but we'll be allowed to like interact with the colonists somehow at this marketplace. And we've got a fountain, a town library. Whoa. Nice. Ooh, that's nice. Look at that. So under the infrastructure roads, that's where we see a lot of the pathways and stuff. So this one is just a basic dirt path, but that little thing is showing you that this is a path marker. So if we find that our colonists are going in weird paths, because they'll basically go from one like building to another, and they don't use like the standard Minecraft pathing because that's too inefficient. So sometimes you'll find that they will take strange paths, like they'll go out of their way to go through something else and then move on. If they do, you can add these path markers, which will give them other pathing options. So this is just a basic path, and there's ones that look different and nice. Like here's the fancy corner. Oh, this is a little weird. So the baker lives here, right next to the bakery, and he can bake without leaving his house. Nice. Yay! He made his first piece of bread. His first loaf of bread. That took a really long time. He's at level 1 now, so hopefully that will make him go a little faster. Mysterious warriors have been spotted close to Danny DJDK's colony. So everybody's in their house. Apparently they stay in their houses when there's barbarians nearby. Oh crap. He was standing right there. And our warrior didn't see him. He hit me once because I didn't know what he was. I walked up to him. But I've got some pretty good armor, so he didn't really hurt me at all. And I hit him once and he died. So they should be coming out of the house now. Next time I'll try to start recording before I kill the barbarians so that you can see what they look like. They look vicious. Oh, I hear the baker working again. Working out of his home. Everybody's dream to work from home. Yay, he's made 3 breads. He is now level 2. Which I believe is the highest he can level up here. So we'll have to level up this building. But before we do that, there's one more building I want to build before we start leveling things up. And that is the warehouse. And actually it means I'm going to have to build 2 buildings. Because the warehouse requires a deliveryman. So we have to make the deliveryman hut or whatever first. Or second, whatever. And we have to make it also. So we have to make that and the warehouse. So that is the tier 5 warehouse. That's the level 1. I'm just seeing if it's going to fit here along this road. So this would be the main entrance up here. I think that'll work. I think it's kind of out of the way, but at the same time it's close enough to everything that the courier, it has a back door too, so the courier can go in the front and out the back or whatever. So it can get to the fishing area very quickly. I'm going to bring it down, but I just wanted to have it up there so I could see the whole thing. 1, 2. Alright, that's where that's going to go. This thing requires a lot of stuff. So the warehouse has these racks in it. These racks are a mine colony block. And they're basically just an inventory block. It's like a chest. And you can have a double, but not a triple. Oh my god, that was a job. Yay, you built a warehouse, however, your people are too tasked as it is to fill it. Build some delivery huts to attract the deliverymen. Up to 5 can work per warehouse. Nice. There's one problem though. The warehouse is the building that I'm probably going to be accessing most. And it's really, really far away from my base, which is over there. So I'm going to rethink this because, yeah, for that reason. So I'm actually going to break this, which means that this building is no longer a warehouse. It's just a building. And I'm going to move it over there. I'm going to end up tearing this building down and giving the builder all of the materials so that he can rebuild the warehouse over here. I'm building the warehouse over here, and then I'm going to set up the house for the delivery man, probably here. So he'll be right in the same neighborhood as all the other people, I guess. This is where I'm going to put the warehouse, in the back here, and the delivery man's house is going to be here. Or the delivery hut or whatever. So, yeah, that's what we're doing now. So it's going to be a bit of a hike for the delivery man, but boy, that's a long hike. Well, we'll see how this works out. If it doesn't work out so well, there's two things we can do. One, if we upgrade it, we can add more delivery men to the task, and we can always move it if we have to, like we're doing right now. We can always move it again. Yay, our delivery building is done. Actually, it doesn't look too bad back here, actually. I think this is okay, except that our delivery guy is going to have to be going some really long distances, but yeah, it should be fine. Hooray! Well, check these out. When you put something in here, you get that. You get a little visual, although it's always the same visual, so, I mean, yeah, there's that. But it's cool. You can tell which ones are that actually have stuff in them and which ones don't. Yay! So we're finished. We're ready to get a delivery man now. Both of those buildings are built. By the way, I did teach him a recipe. We can teach colonists recipes down here. 2x2 recipes. 2x2 crafting recipes. And I taught him how to do oak wood planks. So now I just have to drop a bunch of oak wood logs in there and he'll convert them to planks when necessary. So I built another house. Apparently the delivery man doesn't live in the delivery house. It's just their work. That's where they go to work. So we have a new citizen. Hopefully they'll have the right specs for a delivery man. Let's see what we got. Endurance. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Look at this guy. He's got everything except dexterity, but he has intelligence and endurance. So he will make, Agnes, will make an excellent delivery. Whoa, man. Delivery man. It's funny that it's called delivery man. Okay, so we have a delivery man woman. And here she comes. Yeah, yay! Look at her go. She's got a backpack and a larger inventory than the others do. And she's a little faster. Well, and she'll get faster as she levels up. You can see she's kind of hunched forward because, you know, she's determined. She's moving. See? Until she hits a fence. Okay, so we may need to put some path markers along the center of the path here so that they're not always going along the edges because they kind of seem to be getting hung up on that. So she's coming over here and she grabbed something. What did she grab? Oh, okay. So she's just grabbing the excess inventory and bringing it back to the warehouse. See, now this is one of the reasons I didn't want the warehouse so far away is that she will make multiple trips. Like, she's not going to go and grab a bunch of stuff for a bunch of different people and then go around and drop them off. She's going to do, like, she's going to head back to the warehouse for everything. What are you doing way over here? Whatever. So she's going to make our job so much easier. So now we really just need to go over here and keep this area stocked up with what we need. And when we want to get the stuff that our guys are producing, it's all going to be right here for us. Nice. Stuff is coming to the warehouse. Hooray. So now, because these are regular inventory blocks, these racks, we can set up a sorting system here or do whatever we want with this. As long as anything that she is going to need to access for our colonists is in these racks. And if we move stuff, like if we take some wood and put it in a different rack, she will continue to put stuff in that rack. Hooray, our colony is now mostly self-sufficient. So you can see our baker's working again because she actually grabbed some wheat from the farmer and brought it to the baker. And she's bringing the wood back to the thing. And I've got a bunch of tools set up in there. I actually set up one chest or one of the things and I just dumped a whole bunch of tools in there so that whenever our workers need tools, she will just bring them, including fishing rods. I got a lot of axes because we use a lot of those, especially our Lumberjack. And if we look at our request list now, we only have this one last open request, and all the others have been fulfilled by her. So hooray! And actually the open request is for bone meal, which is not necessarily, it just of course makes the crops grow faster if our farmer has bone meal. So I'm totally okay with him not having bone meal at the moment. In the next episode, we're going to start looking at upgrades. We're going to upgrade a lot of our stuff, including including our guard towers, because if we look at our citizen happiness right now, it's actually pretty happy. And wow, 9.6. But if we look at the happiness broken down by things, we can see that the number of guards is not making the people happy. They want more guards. So we'll increase the number of guards. As the colony gets bigger, they're going to want more guards and more protection. Number of houses, that's yellow. I'm not really sure why. Everybody has a house. So I don't know why. I don't know how much more they want than to each have a house. But whatever. Lumberjack is over there. Okay. Hey, Agnes. We probably got one, maybe two more episodes where we're going to be focusing on mine colonies, and then we'll probably revisit it again in the future. But there's still quite a bit more in this mod that we haven't really looked at yet. Things like animal farming and composting and mining, which we're probably not going to look much into, but I'll talk about it in the future because it could be useful in a regular world. In this world, it's not particularly useful because we have geolysis. Okay, I'm going to sleep while I'm talking to you. Because we have geolysis, if we set up a mine somewhere, it would really only be useful if we set it right on top of a cluster, which it would be more efficient for us to just do that ourselves. So we're probably not going to do that. Oh, and we'll probably build a restaurant next time, and and a few other things. So, and we'll take a look at some more ways to kind of manage our stuff. So I hope you join me for that. If you have any questions, comments, ideas, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Oh, indirect magic. What? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess we'll be mourning. I'll be mourning in between. Well, I'll be mourning. Me and all the colonists will be mourning between now and the next episode. So I hope you join me next time. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to click the like button and to join me next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.